Imagine a book so dangerous the CIA hid it for 60 years. In 1966, a scientist claimed Earth's poles could flip in a day, wiping out civilization, again. It's called the Adam and Eve story, and only a fraction was ever declassified. What's the truth behind this apocalyptic warning? Is a pole shift coming? Stick around to the end to find out. Hit that play button and let's dive into the mystery. Hey, truth hunters! Welcome back to the wild side of history. Today, we're cracking open a mind-blowing secret, the Adam and Eve story. This isn't your Sunday school tale. It's a 1966 shocker penned by Dr. Chan Thomas, a brainy ex-engineer from McDonnell Douglas. Picture this. He claims Earth's poles flip like a cosmic switch every few thousand years, unleashing pole shifts that tilt the planet, swamp entire continents, and hurl humanity back to square one. Think Stone Age reboot. Thomas drops a bombshell. We're not the first to rule the world. He says we're the sixth advanced civilization, with lost civilizations like Atlantis and Mu swallowed by mass extinctions long ago. But here's where it gets juicy. The CIA swooped in, slapped a classified label on it right after it hit shelves, and only tossed us 57 pages years later. Scrubbed clean, or so they claim. What's the deal? Why hide the Adam and Eve truth about pole shifts? Stick with me. This rabbit hole's deep. Now, why's this lighting up the internet? It's the perfect storm of science, ancient riddles, and that irresistible dash of what if. Pole shifts aren't just Hollywood fluff. Earth's magnetic poles are on the move right now, and history's littered with clues of epic floods. Chan Thomas cranks it up a notch, sketching a doomsday scene that'd make disaster flicks look tame. Searches for pole shift predictions, mass extinctions, and lost civilizations are buzzing because folks like you are starving for answers about our planet's hidden past. Was Thomas a mad genius or just spinning yarns? Let's dive into a tale so wild it'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about Earth's secrets. Alright, mystery fans. Let's teleport into Chan Thomas's chilling vision from the Adam and Eve story. Imagine you're sipping your morning coffee, birds singing outside, when suddenly the ground growls like a waking beast. This isn't your average quake, it's a full-on pole shift kicking in. Thomas paints a scene that'll haunt your dreams. California's rugged peaks wobble like jelly, while the Pacific Ocean rears up into a monstrous 2-mile-high tsunami, roaring eastward faster than sound itself. Winds clocking 1.000 miles per hour scream across the land, tearing Los Angeles and New York to shreds like they're made of confetti. Skyscrapers topple in slow motion. Millions are flung around like toys in a blender, and glowing molten lava erupts from the Earth's cracked skin. Then, bam, in just hours, temperatures nosedive 180 degrees. One half of the planet sizzles under a scorching sun, while the other freezes into an icy tomb, locking survivors in a deep chill. Fast forward 6 wild days, and the chaos settles into an eerie new normal. The Bay of Bengal claims the North Pole. Peru's coastline crowns the south, and iconic cities? They're gone, reduced to whispers buried under mountains of mud or slabs of ice. Thomas swears this isn't his first rodeo for Earth. He says pole shifts strike every few thousand years, triggering mass extinctions that erase civilizations and leave the survivors scrabbling in the dirt. Talk about a rough day. It's like something ripped from a blockbuster nightmare. But Thomas doubles down. This is hard science, not fantasy. He ties these cataclysms to flood myths echoing across 40 cultures, like Noah's Ark or the Mayan Wadan flood, where hurricane was born. Could this be the real Adam and Eve truth? A cosmic reset button that's been hit before? Don't blink, because the proof's coming up next to blow your mind. Okay, mystery lovers, time to dig for the truth. Does Chan Thomas have anything solid to back his pole shift madness from the Adam and Eve story? He leans hard on flood myths, over 40 ancient stories whispering of a world-drowning deluge. Think Sumeria's epic Gilgamesh saga or Hawaii's haunting Nuu legend. Thomas pins these disasters to specific dates. A cataclysm 6.500 years ago. Another 11.500 years back during the Younger Dryas chill. And even 129.000 years in the past. And guess what? Modern digs are nodding along. Take China's Diu flood. Experts peg it at 6.500 to 7.000 years ago, or the Black Sea's drowned villages, hinting at a watery grave from way back. Then there's the Great Sphinx in Egypt. Its base, scarred by water erosion, screams it's older than the pyramids, maybe 10.000 years or more. Smack in pre-flood territory. Could this tie into Thomas's mass extinction resets? The plot thickens with lost civilizations. Ever heard of the Rechat structure in Africa? Some swear it's Atlantis reborn, with 50-foot flood ripples frozen in the sand like a giant's fingerprint. Across the globe in the Pacific, the Yonaguni Monument's eerie underwater steps and Easter Island's half-buried Moai statues tease the ghost of Mu. A sunken paradise. Science chimes in too. NASA tracked a 2.5-centimeter axis nudge after the 2004 Indonesian quake, proving poles can shimmy. Today, magnetic poles are racing 40 miles a year, and we're overdue for a flip, geologically speaking. That's a cosmic alarm clock ticking. Thomas's big twist? He says a pole shift flips Earth 90 degrees in a single day, thanks to a molten layer 60 miles down acting like a slippery slide. Need more chills? Ice cores reveal mammoths flash frozen mid-munch. Buttercups still in their jaws, conditions so extreme they defy logic. Is this pole shift theory a buried truth or a stretch too far? Hang on, we're about to flip the script. Hold up, mystery chasers, before you stockpile survival gear for a pole shift apocalypse. The skeptics want a word. Chan Thomas dropped a bold call in his 1993 Adam and Eve story update, predicting a world-flipping pole shift by 2000. Well, it's 2025, and we're still sipping coffee, not dodging tsunamis. His big idea leans on Charles Hapgood's crustal displacement theory. Think Earth's shell sliding like a loose skate deck. But here's the twist. Hapgood, after some brainy chats with Einstein, dialed it back, admitting ice caps don't have the muscle to jerk the crust that fast. And Antarctica? Its ice cores, clocking in at 1.5 million years, smirk at the idea of a sudden 90-degree flip. Earth's core and inertia are like cosmic bouncers. They don't let wild shifts crash the party overnight. Any tilt takes thousands of years. Not a hot minute. Now, about that CIA drama, don't get too hyped. The classified 57-page file? It's a snooze fest, random memos. A People magazine scrap, probably just a dossier on Thomas, the quirky UFO geek from McDonnell Douglas. No ban here, his later books hit shelves with zero fuss. Those floods Thomas tied to pole shifts? Experts waved them off as glacial meltdowns, not planetary somersaults, and lost civilizations like Atlantis or Mu. They're epic tales, but the hard proof's still playing hide and seek. Thomas had a knack for cherry-picking shiny bits, flood myths. Yes, contradicting data. Nah, but wait, don't toss this mystery out yet. Magnetic poles are drifting 40 miles a year, and solar storms could fry our tech if the field weakens. Is Chan Thomas half right about a sneaky chaos creeping up? That's your call, truth seekers. Let's weigh the odds. So, what's the verdict on the Adam and Eve story? Chan Thomas spun a tale of pole shifts, mass extinctions, and hidden history that's equal parts terrifying and fascinating. Some of it, like floods and pole drift, holds water. The rest? A stretch. But here's the big question. Could a cataclysm be lurking? Or is this just a wild yarn? Tell us below, do you buy the pole shift theory? Hit like if you enjoyed this dive. Subscribe. And tap that bell so you don't miss our next mystery. Like. Say, Atlantis uncovered. Stay curious. And we'll see you soon.